order. You know, if you want to keep felons from buying guns at a gun show, don't let them out of jail. You know, that they're the ones that have broke the law to come to the show, not the people that are there at the show. Not the law-abiding citizens that attend.
This is a swap meet, and they're going to get rid of the right for a father to give a son his gun. That's what these bills say.
Yeah, and it's the crock. I mean, it's frustrating, but, you know, that when you have a bunch of people that are just yes men, and, you know, any order that they're given, they just follow without thought to what's right and wrong. I mean, it's frustrating.
Well, I didn't know you'd broken your collarbone a few weeks ago, but you're still going to be up here in Austin today. You're coming up from San Antonio.
Yes, sir. I broke it 2 weeks ago in Colorado, but yeah, I'm still coming up there today, and I'm not even gonna wear my sling because I don't want to put on a show, you know, for people thinking that I'm playing the wimp role. But yeah, I'll be up there.
You should wear your sling, man. You don't want to hurt your shoulder again.
No, I know. I've broken other bones, and I've done, you know, blown out knees and stuff like that, and nothing hurts as bad as a collarbone. That's weird.
Were you skiing?
Yeah, I was snowboarding, and that's why fat boys don't belong on snowboards. Did you sign a license to do that? Maybe we should ban snowboarding. No, I didn't sign a license or a waiver, and believe it or not, there wasn't, you know, people out there protesting against snowboarding, so it was kind of funny.
Well, life is dangerous, freedom is dangerous, but tyranny's a lot more dangerous. And we're going to be standing beside you today. Hopefully you can get there by 5 o'clock, my friend.
I'll be there about 4:30.
Well, that's good, because the media is going to be sneaking around out there.
Yeah, I know they will, but I'm bringing some friends up from San Antonio. Some are current police officers here in San Antonio. Some are ex-police officers. So I'm bringing some support down from San Antonio. Everybody that thinks, you know, what happened, and they know me personally, they know what kind of person I am, that they're going to be there to show their support also. And I hope we get...
Well, good. And we do need to remember that, again, I've seen the national poll of law enforcement. 98% are against gun control. They're not stupid. It's the leadership that's bad. It's not the rank-and-file officer. They absolutely hate what's happening.
Absolutely. And if I could, I'd like to be able to mention our website again. We got it up and running to where, you know, people want to feel like they want to donate towards the cause for the legal actions that are going to come after. And
you are going to carry out legal actions if you get the money?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it needs to be done. I'm just not in a position where, you know, I can go at it, you know, alone. Absolutely. Give us the website. It's www.texasgunshows.net.
TexasGunShows.net. You also have a petition up there. Tell us about that.
Yeah, the petition we're doing is an online petition. We're going to try to get it, hopefully 150,000 signatures on there. We're on our way. And then as soon as we reach that goal, we're going to submit it to the Attorney General. And that's to have the Attorney General crack down on these lawless people here in Austin? Yes, sir. Well, this is a big issue, and I hope they know Deborah Medina is looking at bringing it up in the debate. So this is becoming a bigger and bigger issue, and just because they had K.I. lie for them, I mean, that's only going to make this worse for them. Well, you know, I saw the clip of when the gentleman questioned Rick Perry at his junket there at that gun range, and it was kind of disheartening and sickening at the same time when he asked him, you know, straight out, you know, how do you feel about, you know, what happened to the gun show, and what do you suggest? And his first words were, you know, he should find another venue, like he was just going to brush it off to the side. But then the gentleman kept on with it, and he said, well, you know, there's a lot of he said, she said going on, and there's not but notice the governor knows about this, and there isn't any he said, she said. The police now are admitting they're trying a nuisance abatement on this. In fact, I didn't even know Rick Perry got confronted. I heard it happen, but what's the name of the video? It was a YouTube clip. I mean, I'm sure you could just get on there and do a search. Rick Perry questioned on Austin Gun Show. This gets better and better. Send it to Paul Watson, Kurt and Emma. Let's get it up on Infowars.com. I'll see you in about 2.5 hours, my friend, here in Austin. Sounds good. I appreciate it.
America is in deep, deep trouble because we don't know our rights. Let's get real freedom back into America by teaching and promoting the Bill of Rights with the 2010 Freedom Calendar. Why? Because our forefathers gave them to us. Because the Freedom Calendar is true patriotism in action. And because if you don't know your rights and use them, you may lose them. The Freedom Calendar is the best educational tool in over 200 years. It shows in detail how to use your rights, how to answer any bureaucrat, how to use your guaranteed rights for true freedom. The Freedom Calendar is the easy way to learn the proper use and function of each of our rights and is perfect for homeschoolers, business promotions, and fundraisers. Order your Freedom Calendar now for just $15, and discounts are available for bulk orders. Call 651-771-5234. Again, 651-771-5234. The Freedom Calendar. Know your rights or lose them. Order now while supplies last. Call 651-771-5234 today.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
I have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realist, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
A revolution in smoking is underway. A revolution all smokers of traditional cigarettes should know about. Keep listening for a special offer from PowerVapor.com. Standard tobacco cigarettes contain over 4,000 harmful chemicals. Now it's time to release yourself from the grip of big tobacco and experience true smoking freedom. PowerVapor.com is an e-cigarette with the look, feel, and smoke of a real cigarette, but with no tar, no carbon monoxide, and no bad odors. Power Vapor's e-cigarettes deliver just the right amount of nicotine in a water vapor that looks and feels like real smoke. Yes, you choose from 4 levels of nicotine, and that puts you back in control. Plus, you'll enjoy 8 flavors and big savings over traditional cigarettes. Get the facts and see our demonstration video at PowerVapor.com. That's PowerVapor.com. Log on to PowerVapor.com right now for a special 10% discount and 30-day money-back guarantee. PowerVapor.com. The smoking gun heard round the world.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
People can't believe the level of lying. They can't believe that every TV station in Austin lied and said, oh, the gun show got shut down because they were selling guns illegally. You can't sell guns privately, when that's not the law. Then the police said, oh, well, we didn't threaten a nuisance abatement. Now they admit they did. They ran off the last guy. The new guy came in to take it over. They just shut him down. It's now a big national issue, and you got to love it. I'd heard Rick Perry got confronted, and last night, I didn't look it up. I was busy taking care of my kids when I got home late at night. And then we pull up the video. It's going up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. And it's Infowars.com cameraman. He also does talk radio and TV sometimes locally. Richard Reeves. And Richard Reeves went to Red's rifle range, where I do some shooting sometimes, nice folks, and talked to Rick Perry. And at the end, Perry said, look, if they do it again at a new location, now it's harassment. And that's racketeering. When powerful people, government or mafia, do this kind of stuff, it's called racketeering. It's called extortion. It's called intimidation. It's very illegal. And when a civil rights involved, whoo! Now here's the governor, Arte Saveda and BATF. Here's the governor. Now, he hadn't gotten to the bottom of all your lies yet, but he likes the political issue to make himself look good to Texans. And I'm telling you, your lying is catching up with you. Here's Rick Perry.
Governor Perry. Hi, I'm Richard. I had at least one more question about the gun show issue.
Lay it on me.
Robert explained it earlier. My understanding is that the gun show owner has not voluntarily given up his gun show. What has happened, evidently, is a combination of APD and or BATFE has gone and talked to the landlord of the building, who is supposed to be HEB,
right?
And that HEB has come to the gun show owner and said, hey, your gun show's off, you're done. And my understanding is that the gun show has done nothing wrong, that they've been convicted over or anything like that.
That's my understanding, too. And my advice is find another venue.
Find another venue?
Sure.
I mean, is it okay that the feds come in and pressure a landlord like that?
I don't think that's fine at all. My deal is, though,